The Whispers. The Whispers. Hello, very good afternoon, and welcome to Sabi, your rights, brought to you by Whisper to Humanity right here on Heritage 88.7 FM. How have you been? I mean, what's going on with you? It's been 1 week since your girl checked up on you, so feel free to let me know how you're doing today. I hope that you are good. I hope that you're bubbling, you're bouncing, and you're in health. Well, of course, it is another Thursday, the 6th day of October 2022. And your girl Iber is back on the MIC, right? I would say I'm the real Iber because there are many. I mean, I explain to take Iber. You see what I mean? But original is here, so let's do this together, my people. All right. Like Sabi, you're right. I will be talking about something very interesting on the show today. But we hope that you've been enjoying previous editions and that you're also learning a thing or two from the opportunities and the programs we've been bringing to you right here on the show. It promises to be very, very, very educative today. So sit back, relax. You might want to get a pen and paper, yeah, because I'll be talking to you about your rights. As the show is Sabi, your right, it will be your fundamental human right today. So um, later on the show, we'll be having a guest join us, and legal practitioner at that. He is quite a So we're talking about your fundamental human rights. I'm going to give you lots of background, talk right there, so that even the layman on the streets gets a hint on, your rights, your privileges, the things that are due to you, accorded to you, so that you're not be cheated anymore. Because a lot of people are being cheated. Don't worry. There's just a lot lined up for you on Sabi, right? I'm looking at a day we'll bring, a landlord here and then bring a tenant here, and then we'll get to talk about a lot of things. Because I know when it comes to that aspect, there are a lot of you that want to ask questions. The landlords, they have the right to this, and the tenants, they have the right to this. My landlord does this to me. What do I do? Who do I speak with? What do I? Okay, well, let my landlady not chase me out of the house. All right, so like I said, we'll be talking about your human rights. And you know that you too can be part of the show. Yes, by calling the number 0811 288 8787. Again, 0811 288 7887. Be part of the show. Be part of the conversation. Answer your questions, especially when we have our guests in the house. I'm very sure that every part of it will be dealt with and answered today. So let's get even an overview of these human rights we're talking about. Yeah. So human rights are inherent in all human beings, regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion, or any other status. Human rights includes the right to life and liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of opinion and expression, and the right to work and educate. It goes on and on and on. Meanwhile, if you're out there, you know that you can follow what we're doing live in the studio. You can follow us on all social media platforms. So, quickly before I go ahead, so you don't miss the action and also miss the words right here. You can hit us up on Facebook. It's Whisper to Humanity. Check it out right now. Go on Facebook, type Whisper Space to Space Humanity. You will find the show is live um, on air, right? Online. And you can also follow us on Twitter at whispered underscore two underscore humanity. Also on YouTube, which is Whisper to Humanity. In fact, check out YouTube, check out our Facebook, check out our Instagram and Twitter, Whisper Equality. And of course, you want to send an email, maybe something worrying you, or you want to report a case, you want Whisper to Humanity to back you up, especially if you know you're right. Hit us up. You can send an email to whisper at whisper to humanity.com. Whisper at whisper to humanity.com, and we'll be right at your doorstep, or you'll be at our doorstep, whichever way that works. We'll be talking, yeah. But you can, of course, hit us up there and follow through. So let's get back to human rights. Yeah, I said that earlier that human rights are inherent in all humans, and everyone is entitled to these rights. All right, everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, as long as you're a human being, you're entitled to your human rights without discrimination. For example, every Nigerian has the rights, duties, liabilities, and privilege which are provided in the hundreds of laws that exist in Nigeria. Because you know the laws that exist in the Nigerian system. If you go to America, there are also laws that exist there. Wherever you go to, they say where there is no law, then the people can just misbehave. Now nobody's doing evil, nobody's doing bad, everybody's just right. But these laws, these rights, they guide us, they help us, to live a better life even as individuals and communities. So, however, there are certain rights that basically uh, trump other ones. There's certain rights that are, can be embedded in others, and some trump other ones, and they are rights that are referred to as inalienable rights. Okay, this means that it is subject to being taken, or it is not subject rather to being taken away from the Constitution. So you can't take these rights away from the Constitution. They are there. They are permanent, so to speak, right? All right. So we'll be looking at that shortly. But just to let you know that, say, where these rights, where do they come from? Who is giving us these rights? Why rights and all of that? Well, our constitution, which is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is of course the source of our human rights and all of that. Well, we'll say that the Constitution, which is the um, laws guiding us here in Nigeria, takes precedence to over at any other. Let me explain what I'm trying to say, right? So our Nigerian laws, take precedence over the laws you set in your house, the laws you want to set in your small group, small, for example, if the Nigerian law, I'm just saying example, right? If the Nigerian law says nobody comes out, nobody should be found outside at so time, you cannot decide with your family and say, forget about Nigerian law. We will be outside over that time, if you see what I mean. So Nigerian law or the law guiding us as a community, as a people, as a state, presides over every other law you want to walk in this country. All right. So we also have the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Um, this one was established in 1948 by the United Nations, and this has set the standard for most countries' human rights laws, which has been established to an extent. So let's say for us here in Nigeria, we're guided or covered by the Constitution of Nigeria. And this constitution may be somehow drawn from the Universal Constitution. But however it is, we have something guiding us. We have a law, we have rights we should live by. All right. Talking about human rights, these are universal laws which are in quote sometimes universally accepted. And it doesn't matter the tribe, religion, or sex of the person. These laws guide us. Also, aside from the fact that human rights are universal, they're also um, immutable. Like I said earlier, that they're not subject to change. It's not something you can get up in the morning and say, "Oh, I want to change these laws," and then you change them. No, you can't just get up and change them like that. All right, keep listening to us right here. Don't go anywhere. It's still Sabi, your rights on Heritage 88.7. Hey, well, hey, well. What? To humanity. I'm still your girl, Eberry. Today we're talking human rights, your fundamental human rights, of course. And shortly we'll be joined by our guest. Well, let's go ahead and look in depth some more into our fundamental human rights. I was talking about, excuse me, the characteristics of these human rights. And I said earlier that aside from the fact that human rights are universal, that they are also immutable. All right. Moving forward, this posits that all human rights are related, and for one to be ensured, the government must protect others too. Do you understand? So, human rights cannot work if the government does not protect, these rights. So, to the law enforcement agencies, the courts, court authorities do not put the foot in place to see that these rights are working. People are obeying them. And if somebody comes to say, "Oh, this person trampled on my human rights," you know, to see that the culprit is brought to justice, and all of that. So it's very, very important that, they say, um, I was talking with somebody and the person was saying that I can't, in some cases, if it's like a business, you serve somebody, you cannot run on your own. Somebody has to give you that go power. Just like the policeman on the streets. The policeman has the go power of the government. He might have a gun, but if the government does not say go, you know, that hand is raising will not be anything. But for that policeman to be on the road, for that policeman to be at that junction, for that there must be an authority that have said go, and so when they raise their hand, the cars just automatically stop, come to standstill. You don't move, you don't disobey them. So the government, all the authority that be, should back this right. That's what makes it potent. All right. Moving forward, human rights are inherent. Why? What this means is that human rights are not given by the government through its legislative or any other person. They are rights that are inherent in a person by virtue of the fact that this person is a human being. All right. So, the- by virtue of the fact that you're a human being, this rights just applies. They applies. We'll be getting into the rights, shortly. For example, the right to life. The virtue that you've been given birth to, this right applies. You have the right to live life. All right. Okay, moving forward, human rights are protected by the court of law. Yes, they are protected by the court of law. That was what I was trying to explain earlier to let you know that if the first authority, law enforcement agencies and the authorities, the court of law, the judiciary system does not protect the rights, then it won't be powerful. Do you understand what I mean? It won't be strong. It will not work. It will not work. So the backing of the government, the backing of the judiciary, the backing of the authority that be gives it, the boost that it needs to work. All right. So, moving on, the human rights of every citizen by every government needs to be protected. Needs to be protected. Needs to be put to be defended. Okay, when need be. It needs to be defended. Now, the present constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria came into effect in 1999 through the amendment in 2020, to 2011. Yeah, okay. And the chapter 4, the IV, deals exclusively with the rights of every citizen of Nigeria, which are listed, in that chapter. If you have a constitution, you go through your chapter 4, you will find out your rights, these rights that I'm talking about right now. So we have the right to life. Our legal practitioner that is training us will be telling us some more about this. Okay, the right to life. Every person has the right to life, irrespective of any offense such a person have committed, except found guilty and sentenced to death by a competent court of justice or jurisdiction. So you have your right to life. I made reference to this earlier when I said once you're giving birth to this law, this right applies. You have the right to life. So therefore, you're out there, somebody's trying to take your life. Don't keep quiet and say, hey, 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 hey. No, 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 no. There are systems that have been set in place by which you can speak up and say, my life is being threatened. And that's why the choice of life is not taken with um, you know, joke or taking lightly here in Nigeria. It's taken seriously. Once there is threat to life, it's not something that is joked with in our system. All right, so you have the right to live. You have the right to live, and that's why suicide is not. It's not something you should contemplate. It's not something you should enjoy in, right? Because there's so much to enjoy. I mean, look around you. You see that there's just so much to enjoy in life, right? Somebody saying money, no, be that. Okay, I'm moving on. The right to dignity of human person. This basically means that every Nigerian has the right not to be subject to torture or inhumane or degrading treatment by an employer or even a guardian. Okay. Um, on the show, subsequently, I'm sure we'll be talking about you and your house help and the rest of it. Just today, I saw a news or story on, I think, IG, Instagram, where a madam of the house butchered a house help and dumped her body in the bush, you know. And but she is in the net of the authorities, and definitely justice will be done. So, would like subsequently to even look at you and your health. Sometimes, yeah, we know this even can be very wonderful. Sometimes it can drive you crazy. I've lived with a lot of young people, people who needed a place to stay, people who, somehow, thank God for the kind of hearts that, we have. So I've had to put up with or allow people to stay with me. And to tell you what, it's not easy. Even the ones who say, I don't have any other help, I don't know where to go. You're looking at them that they don't know where to go. They don't have any other help. But behave well, Kwan Wahala. So I totally understand that. But then there's a place of self-control, right? They can push it to the wall. But let me not leave our topic of discourse for today. Don't worry, we'll have a lot to talk about on the show. All right. So I am talking about your rights as a human being. Okay, the right to personal liberty as well. Okay, and I said that this means that the person the person no person is should be deprived of his or her right to liberty except in accordance with the law. Right. So the only reason why you don't have your liberty is the law. Okay, and I'm very very sure that if you are a cool person, you pattern and push your life, you won't have any reason why the law will be saying no to your liberty. All right, we have several of those. When our guest joins us, he will be able to enumerate some more on all of this. All right, so moving on, we also have the rights to fair hearing. This right guarantees that in their determination of an individual's civil rights and obligations, such a person should be allowed fair hearing within a reasonable time allowed by the law. So, for example, a lot of you that you want to judge a case, you already have read the book by the cover, concluded, stabbed, killed the other person without even he, uh, not hearing the person out. Maybe you should change. This is on a lighter note, though, but truly, everybody have the right to pay. If there is a matter on ground, they must hear you talk. All right. I know you don't know. Somebody will just listen to one person and say, yeah, okay. And then they conclude it, draw their conclusion, take their decision, and all. Do not allow that. It's a no, 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 no. All right. It's a trample on your rights. You have the right to speak. You have the right to be heard in any given situation. You should air your opinion, your view, your mind. Very, very important. You know, but some people's minds are not renewed. Sometimes you want to say your mind, and that might put you in trouble. It's better you even not say that mind that will put you in trouble. So we always say, think before you talk, right? Think before you talk. I'll just take a pause here and get to listen to a song. When we come back, we'll dive into your human rights and more. And I will open phone lines and take your calls. Don't go anywhere.
The whispers. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Narrative. Whispers. Change the narrative, and we want you to be involved. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Change the narrative. The whispers. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Narrative. Whispers. Change the narrative, and we want you to be involved. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Change the narrative. The whispers. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Narrative. Whispers. Change the narrative, and we want you to be involved. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Change the narrative. The whispers. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Narrative. Whispers. Change the narrative, and we want you to be involved. hear the voice of your very own eBerry. Hello, Berry.
Hello.
eBerry is back.
Are you serious?
Tune in the radio, eBerry is back.
Tune in that radio.
eBerry and Attack.
Oh no,
Tune in that radio.
eBerry and Natago. Oh, Berry, are you ready? Whisper to Humanity brings back your very own eBerry back on ready. You've missed eBerry, haven't you? Yes, Whisper to Humanity is bringing back eBerry on radio. Join the Whisper Sabi, you're right. Every Thursday on Heritage FM, 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. as we have our very own eBerry on the radio doing her thing. eBerry back on radio. As you hear the voice of your very own eBerry. Hello, Berry.
Hello.
eBerry is back.
Are you serious?
Tune in the radio, eBerry is back.
Tune in that radio.
eBerry and Attack.
Oh no,
Tune in that radio.
eBerry and Natago. Oh, Berry, are you ready? Whisper to Humanity brings back your very own eBerry back on ready. You've missed eBerry, haven't you? Yes, Whisper to Humanity is bringing back eBerry on radio. Join the Whisper Sabi, you're right. Every Thursday on Heritage FM, 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. as we have our very own eBerry on the radio doing her thing. eBerry back on radio. As you hear the voice of your very own eBerry. Hello, Berry.
Hello.
eBerry is back.
Are you serious?
Tune in the radio, eBerry is back.
Tune in that radio.
eBerry and Attack.
Oh no,
Tune in that radio.
eBerry and Natago. Oh, Berry, are you ready? Whisper to Humanity brings back your very own eBerry back on ready. You've missed eBerry, haven't you? Yes, Whisper to Humanity is bringing back eBerry on radio. Join the Whisper Sabi, you're right. Every Thursday on Heritage FM, 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. as we have our very own eBerry on the radio doing her thing. eBerry back on radio. As you hear the put somebody right in. Just listen to that. For shows and video, right? Alright, well, it's time for you to call in on the show and for discussion. Trying out right here today. So I'll let you in on this part. Let's go on and look at right fair hearing. Start. Find someone who takes the shoe. To make it righteous. So everybody how we have
one is where we are going to dwell on the Constitution guarantees and protects the rights of citizens, their homes, correspondence, telephone, telegraph, communication system, instance, out of warranty situation. And I think Mohammed is now except they get one transaction. They cannot just say what did they happen. That's what is happening. Sometimes you just collective. It's not true. It's what you have said is not standard true. They do so. I get compared to the situation. The moment you're staying interested in a certain way, automatically turns one term or the other. I'd like it to be part of it. This time, on my street where I live, once you see a van, once it's a van, whether the van a person, neighbor van, everybody just camper. People start running, are we supposed to be scared of our problem? It's a session of so so I talked about the right to privacy and respect to somebody very important that I know most times when you get into that kind of no conversation with some law enforcement agents or some officers on the road, end up bringing so many line of duty to do, right? And when you are ICC, try to enforce your own right. Try to meet they can't search you without search warrant, right? Nothing on finance, the right to freedom of movement. Now you have the right to move freely. Maybe a certain situation. For instance, you know that if you now decide to disobey that, anything we you see. Yes, please welcome to the show. Please, can you speak up?
So, as a careful or especially when you are you have the right to look for a job.
Okay, thank you very much. You just say where you are calling from. Thank you, Victor, for calling. He said, a basically challenge person. That person out there. Yes. If you listen to our show the last week or 2 weeks, 2 editions ago, we brought chairman that's one of the challenges I used to not the right opportunity for opportunities. And you know, most of this is spiritual. Super talented. That thing when you see Ross, they lazy about, no one get job, no one do anything in life. Those guys are determined because they're spirituality people. They want to prove, they want to show, they also let you know that they have abilities. So yes, my brother, it's just that discrimination society. For example, you see an organization that builds their outfits, builds their section, buildings, so to speak. They make staircase for them to climb, but they don't make, the I don't know exactly what slide staircase also. That you find them in the hospitals, you find them in some banks, right? And these people can also come in case that they come in with their wheelchair or something. They can be wheeled to that place so they can also packages for you. So they're trying to reach us. Alright, so yes, whether you are you have a challenge, you're allowed to do a job. Just your CV, man, it's trying to be just it, and be sure that it's something you can do, because no employer would like to pity you and say, oh, because first is physically challenged, he's not able to meet up with job description for you. Job site. For example, if you're supposed to be a cleaner in an organization, I'm not using that one. If you're supposed to be a secretary, you're supposed to be like a receptionist in an organization. Your employer may not want to give you the leverage to say, okay, this person is like this, so therefore, make we leave and make you if you do your job. No. You must perform your job to have a program. Okay, sorry about that. Sure, it's not will not say, because the person paid you for the job, yeah? So you have to also do the job. So I don't think there's anyone to take this person from work. So we're talking about stop and search. Whether searching your home, searching the streets, searching your car, searching wherever. There should be paper allowing those people to search you. That's exactly what I'm saying. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Stephanie. I'm calling from Okibre.
Stephanie, you said?
Yeah, I just want to give my little contribution. I feel like this human rights we are talking about is just something in the book, because citizens are not allowed to exercise their human rights, especially when it comes to searching of phone and all this from our experiences. Because I've been a victim so many times. The last one was I was traveling from Owerri to Port Harcourt. I was listening to music on my phone and we were passing through a checkpoint. We were just stopped and they started harassing me. Why would you be listening to music on a checkpoint? And they took my phone, started harassing me. So when you see things like this, you won't even have the right to express your human rights, because they will just intimidate you because of their uniform and because they are armed. So people are not allowed to express their human rights in any way in this country, which is not good. I think the federal government or any agency should need to look into this and know what we can do to help citizens.
All right, thank you so much for calling. Okay, bye, Stephanie. Well, she just aired her view, I kind of agree with what she's saying because, like I said, they want to search your phone, you say no, and they start hitting you, and all of that. Who will come to you? And that's why Response to Humanity is calling on the federal government, calling on the state government, calling on our judicial system, our law enforcement, to also look into our human rights. These people that we treat in this manner have no right. But they respect you because you have your rights, and they respect your rights. I don't think it's too much to ask in turn if you also respect their rights. They're human beings. For example, like I said earlier, if we find it, I drove through warehouse. If I got into warehouse because the lights, the traffic lights isn't working. So if that man there had raised his hand and I decided, oh, what the heck, let me just move because I'm late for my duties. Do you know that I've just broken the law and he can do anything, he can arrest me. So but and I respected him because of his rights as a law enforcement agent. I respected him for that. Every vehicle they had to stop until he said move. So is it too much to ask that our law enforcement agencies also pay attention to the rights of human beings on the street? Somebody say once they just give person a license to harass you. Sometimes, I've heard people say some of these law enforcement agencies have come out with what they said just come to collect money. Some, not all of them, but some. The person was saying, he said, when they feel as if they don't get cash, they don't run low money, they just carry money. And I was in the car when somebody was driving, and the person said, this one, nobody said. I said, how you take me? Say, nobody said. So, these are some of the challenges. Like Apple has said, sometimes it is difficult to say, okay, let me stand firm and say, this is my right. Because when you look at it, the rights are not respected. But in places abroad, once you mess up, the law will come for you. And even as an officer, once you mess up, people will speak up, and the law will also come for you. So the law is not partial, being whether an officer or a citizen, or just a civil or anybody. The law is not partial. It deals with everybody. And that's why you see people behave. Banana Mount, I think, recently traveled to Dubai. I don't know this guy. And he did a video. He was saying that, see, nobody controlling anybody. Everybody's just behaving. Everybody behaving. Nobody talking. Nobody. That since he got there, he hasn't seen any policeman. And everybody's behaving. Why? Like I said, where there are no laws, people behave like animals. But when you have rights, you have laws, you have rights. It's easy to say, okay, these moves and don't. And then go. I believe things will to this right. So Stephanie, please don't be discouraged. Don't be rights are still your rights, and they should be. Right? Keep your phones coming 08112 887 Right, so okay, let's talk about the rights of freedom of expression. Every Nigerian has the right to express themselves, including the freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impact information without interference. Is entitled to expression, your own freedom. Right? So, whatever ideas, information, and all of that, the only problem is when you're trying to trying to do so. I express yourself. Don't use manipulation. You're not crazy to try to get okay, we also have the right to freedom of assembly and association. Other person, she may go to any trade union association. So these are the rights that you choose to have. Also have say this one it's very challenging and all. So on the rights the rights of I talked about it except is restricted to go so it's to adhere to people adhere to Alright, that's a light time. I'll take your call. Right. We're looking at it. So, it's harassment it's harassment. Sometimes they fear too much. What they are looking at it, what is it? They just saw drop meaning what? Drop meaning what? I know somebody will be saying yes, that a good man has nothing to fear. You don't have anything in your cover, you don't have anything to fear. But one of the speculations that speculations that somehow they just speak. I've never seen it happen in life. Speculation, especially when things happen around the area, you see everybody running. Why? Maybe they don't want people to and but in cases, in most places, like in advanced countries, they can't just not come and pick you because they saw you around that area. They are allowed to question you, to ask you if you saw anything, there when it happened, something. Rest or something and say, oh no, this person will go in because we did not catch the people involved, or because we came here, we not see anybody, we just saw you there. And a lot of people are but however, time this rights are trampled we can pay them or say, oh, use that situation or that businesses to learn in code. Because this was treated this way, this was handled this way. Therefore, me, I don't want to handle like let them trample on my right. I don't want trouble. I think it's high time everybody gets a lawyer. I just wish that I guess expecting it. Answer your questions because I'm sure you want to some of you want to also have in that case. Today, this is my goal. Today, I want a hint that there is a child, a very young, almost in the child, this child, why are you running away from me? Why are you running away from me? Why are you on the sheet? Just come up to me and tell me. Because instead of being trampling on the right, or whatever it is, trampling on the how will she grow up tomorrow to even respect men to think that somebody can be there for her as a man, somebody can stand for her. See that happening I'm saying that. So, next time about to be stressed, be kind, a wonderful man. Don't be rude about it. Ask the person, do you have a search for it? Can I get you a search for it? Why do you want to search? Search. Not today, not tomorrow. My time is up on the show, but I didn't enjoy myself talking to you. We can do this again the same time next week. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms, right? Especially on YouTube. You can watch this edition of the show this week on our YouTube channel with Part to Humanity. Go right there, click on the follow buttons for all the social media platforms and follow on what we're doing. In case you want to report any case happening around you, anything you think we should know about, and follow up on whether on radio or out of radio. All right? Just hit us up on our email, which is whisper@whispertohumanity.com. My name is Ebere Akalone, aka Ebere. Thank you so much and do have yourself a wonderful weekend.